Here we are in Covington, Kentucky, doing the filming locations for the movie Haunt. This part right here was one of the beginning shots of the movie, other than the houses at the very beginning. This is where the party took place. Here is my reference photo from the movie. Got the guy standing down there at the gate. And there's the gate right there. Then, cross over here. Those were the doorways that they would have came out from the party. And you see the guy coming out the doors right there. And that's where the doors are. Then, if you come down this way, about this angle right here, you get another shot of them walking down the street. Very familiar building right there. Another reference photo right there from the movie. 20 West Pike Street, walking right down. Yeah, walking right down here. Then they're off to the haunt, well, the haunted house. And here's the second spot. They were parked right about here. Then the haunted house sign would have been right there. And then it would have went up this driveway right here, which is actually a private driveway. This is where they drove up. Then in reality, the driveway went up there, then ended up over there where the haunted house is. Here's a reference photo from the shot. It's too hard to see out there in the sun. Back on the darker spot. Haunted house. In that driveway. Yeah, there's a better photo. Haunted house driveway. That's where it was. Then in the movie, after they came down that driveway that was on the other side, they ended up coming from that direction over there. And those are the gates, the entry point to the haunted house. And there's a reference photo of them come up in the car. Gates right there. And that's where the gates are. Then there was another scene in the movie where they're escaping on the side of the fence over there. Then one of the members of the haunted house came walking up over here. Have a photo for that. There's another photo. The guy coming walking up right there. Another photo of the guy standing there with the gun, the fence. It would have been right over there where that scene took place. Then they traveled down this way, and the haunted house is right over there. So they drove all the way down this way to get over here for the final scene. Well, the main scene of the movie, because it all took place here. Then they were parked right about here looking out their car window. And there was the door right there. Another shot of the car right there and the door in the background. And yeah, that's the doorway right there into the haunted house. Another reference photo entering the area. That would have been this area right here. Another reference photo of them walking up the gate back there. Gates all the way back there. Another spot right here. The clown was right here, standing in front of the door. That was the door. The angle right here. Another little shot further away. Standing all right there. About right there for the angle. So box next to the door. Yeah, it would have been hanging right here. Got some holes right there. Yep, that's where the box hung, where they put the keys. And kind of matched that up there where the concrete hits to the bricks. See the box right there? The nails would have went there for the box. One last further away shot. One last further away shot. It's not picking up that well, but yeah, you can see it. That's where it all took place. The doors, the building, everything. This is it. So this is where the movie Haunt took place for the haunted house. You don't see any of this other stuff in the movie, at least exterior wise. But this is the surroundings on where it took place. And it just pans all the way around. Entry point over there. It's definitely a lot different at nighttime. Then right back here at the entry point. But this is actually the back of the building. This is a side view of the building. And the road right over there was the entry point where the sign was that said haunted house. So they drove up that road down there where the sign was, and they came up on the other side of the building over here. More on the back side of the building over here. And then the building comes down and around over here. Other side of the building. And my car. And the front of the building from this angle. And this is the actual front of the building. Entry point for here. Pretty cool. And that's what this place was. A.J. Jolly Memorial School. Now it's just an abandoned building. One more angle on this side of the building. Here is another angle of the entry point. Also, the building is completely sealed up. I just searched every point of entry, but there are a lot of broken windows to get in, but I'm not going to do that. If it's not unlocked, then I'm not going to go in. But it would have been cool to get an inside shot of the place. Try to figure out what was placed where in the movie. Try and get a good spot for a thumbnail. And that might lurk right there. And about this angle. This one of the shots, seeing the clown standing there. And yeah, that's going to be the final shot of the film. Otherwise, the beginning part of the movie with the house, I believe that was done in Ohio. And the ending as well was in Ohio for those random houses. But these are the only locations I could find. Just the beginning scene at the party and this main haunted house. Plus, this is the important part right here because this is where it all took place. So yeah, that's going to do it. This is the filming locations for the movie Haunt. Really good movie. And that's going to be it.